Hello there everybody, this is Grant, also known as the Collector 75, and welcome to another Transformers The Last Night review. And this is one I picked up at my local Toys R Us the other day, and this is of course SKULLITRON, or Mission to Cybertron, SKULLITRON, whoever his name is. Now this is the first figure, well along with another one, I'll show you at the end, that I actually paid full price for. I wasn't planning to, and I haven't so far. But I sort of got suckered in, mainly because, a couple of reasons probably, mainly because my local Toys R Us having anything new in was a novelty in itself, and I think I got carried away or caught up in that. And then the box. The box actually looks quite cool. I love all this weird honeycomby thing, or energon, isn't it sort of like energon interlinked cubes there, and all the writing down the side and everything, and I think it was that. I just like the box. And you got some nice artwork from like the film there as well, which is kind of cool. I like that. So I sort of got caught up in that, and then it was a nice figure, and it was kind of one that was sort of in the film sort of thing, and I didn't actually pick up Steelbane because this is a repaint and slight remold of Steelbane, so I think it was all that, and plus they had one other that I'll show at the end that they had, and I thought, oh, I really want that one, so I picked him up, and it's sort of one that I really wanted to like it, and I sort of do like it, but it's one of these rare figures that sort of like is compromised by each mode, if that makes sense. This mode is compromised by all the bits from its robot mode, and the robot mode is compromised from having to form this. It's a bit of a strange one. Yeah. Hope you like my new background, by the way. I got some of those toy stages from Toy Hacks because I didn't mind the background because it was just a plain wall, but it was very plain, and the wall wasn't ain't too bad, but at the very least they could do with a rub down. Really, this whole place needs replastering, really, because there's always little dinks and scratches out the bloody wall. So I thought I'd get some of these, give it a bit of a better backdrop. Anyway, I'm sort of like going off subject there. So this is SKULLITRON. This is some sort of weird dragony thing. I'm not exactly sure what he's supposed to be, but it's kind of a dragon. And he's alright. He's not too bad. He's just full of gaps, like you've got gaps up the back here. You can put his sword here, not really too keen on it. This is that soft rubber. Was thinking of going over it with some chrome paint on some of the little detailing there. So I'm not actually sure I'm going to do that. But the sort of tail is just hanging on by this panel and everything. Hands are visible. You can't get rid of those. The tail, it just looks like an afterthought. You've got his foot from his robot mode just hanging around. The same, the head, you've got his foot from robot mode just hanging around on the back of his neck. And then you've got a giant gap there. He's got a nice head sculpt, I'll give him that. It's not the best, but the mouth does open and close, which is cool. These wings, you can't really do a lot with them. This is the only bit that really moves as far as I can tell. But then you've got, these legs are just really hindered with its posability. You probably can get him in a half decent pose, I'm not going to lie there. But it is going to take you a while, because as soon as you move one bit, some other bit moves. And then by then, you're just sort of giving it up, really. Which is a shame. Because I was really looking forward. Like I said, I did want Steelbane, and I'll probably still pick up Steelbane. It's just at least now I'm not ready to be sort of like disappointed, isn't it? Yeah, there's not much more to be said about this mode. Let's transform it, if I can remember how. It is an ingenious transformation. I like all these sort of transformations that have, not like the normal, you just stand them up, move the legs around, and the robot legs form the robot arms and all that McGubbins. You know, I like weird ones like this, so I do like it for that reason. We're going to give it a go, see if I can remember how to do it. I can't remember where I'm starting now. Let's fold that down. Let's put the legs back together how they should be. Something like that. I think that ends up on the back there. This tail is going to flip round into there. That foot is going to stay out. Then what we're going to do, that just flicks up to the back there. That gives you back his, and you can see his robot head poking out there already. Now then, I think we're going to have to rotate these around so we can get some of this stuff on the move. Right, so now then we want to open this out. This folds round to this side, I think. Is it this side? No, it's... I'm not sure. I think it's this side. Nothing actually goes in there, does it? Blah, 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 blah. Moves around there. I don't think so. That's a bit weird, isn't it? It's sort of like got this port that I can't actually remember is used for anything at all, really. Anyway, digress again. That folds all the way down. That is going to, once you get that in the right position, provided that I've turned this the right way, that is going to collapse into there, forming his thing. I've got to sort it out because I moved what I've got under this, moved them. I don't know what got them actually. Oh, I don't know. I'm digressing again. So anyway, right, so what is the front? I'm not totally sure. Don't know if I've got them around the right way, but we'll figure it out. Right, so move that around there. Oh yeah, you've got to rotate that, haven't I? That's what I'm getting a bit muddled there, a little bit. Still, nothing new there. Right, so anyway, so you've got his legs sort of done. This is gonna just sort of hang around, unfortunately for me at the moment. Oh, they both do move, I'm not too sure. Right, so then this whole section moves downwards. This is where it gets really crap design-wise, if you want my opinion. That will move up eventually. This whole section moves down, provided you can get all this stuff out the way. Now, let's sort this out first of all. I think we want to turn them that way, like so. Collapse that into there like that. And you can angle them out. Right, so then this all sort of comes down. Force that, because it's on a little slidey joint. Don't know if you're going to see it, like the little shiny little rivet joint in there. That goes in there, right? Then this comes down. And then you've got to sort of like start lining all this stuff up and closing this around it. And then you've got to try and get this in these gaps in here. They all fit into these little gaps and they're absolute nightmares. You can see them here. Just actually trying to get them in is a real heartache. It is, because one side pops in. Oh no, that seems to have gone in there relatively okay, but then the other side has popped out, as you can see. You can sort of hold them in. Once you get them in, it holds pretty well. Maybe transforming it has helped it a little bit. I've got to rotate his wrist around like so we can actually have his handles. Oh no, it's moved again. See, it comes out, just comes out all the time. It just doesn't really want to stay in there too well, because you're constantly moving stuff, because everything just jars against itself. So you get them there. Playing a fucking arse. Anyway, right, so you end up with this, which is not very pretty to say the least, but because of the way it transformed, the way they've had to create all these little bits for it to hold together, it just continually pops out, which is annoying. He doesn't stand particularly well because he's so back heavy because of the wings. But saying that, he looks really good. You can probably angle these better if you can get them to bloody move. Oh dear. It's a horrible figure. It really is. I don't like it at all. I don't like it now. You can sort of have them like that. It is awful figure. I hate it. Yeah, and I did pay full price for it. Still, never mind. Anyway, right. So once you're sort of happy with where you've got him in his robot mode, once everything, you can sort of jam it together. I did get it to hold really well the other day, yesterday. But then as soon as it fell on the floor or something, and then it just disintegrated. Anyway, right, so there he is. In his robot-ish mode, and he looks like a Knight of Cybertron, or so the box says. For all I know, I may have got the legs around the wrong way, I'm not sure. Because it does seem a bit weird. These do seem a bit at odds with each other. Like, they look a bit, I don't know. Just looks a bit weird. Anyway, right, so there he is. And then you can give him his sword in there. And I like it, and I love the head sculpt. The head sculpt is also what it sold me on as well. So there we go. That really looks like he's I don't know, like almost like decomposing and everything. And I love it. I do like it. I just think it could have been done a hell of a lot better. It's a shame. Absolute crying shame. Still, there we go. But this is SKULLITRON, and yeah, he's has issues. I'm not gonna lie there. Definitely has issues. But you know, if you can live with them, he's not too bad. So there we go. Why is that off? Oh, that's why. It's one of these silly. I hate these when they put a silly rotational joint in there like that, because then all that does is it won't move, and then it continually looks off. So you need something to jam in there to move it, which I haven't got handy. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can find something just up here. Here we go. Let's see if I can do this. Just need to jam it in that, so if you can force it round. I hate these things. No, I don't see the point of why they put them in. Anyway, right, so I've relined that. That's better. Stick that in there. Rotate it out the knee a bit better. And is that going to look a bit better? Not really. But that is SKULLITRON. It's a take it or leave it figure for me. I'm glad I got it. I just wish I hadn't paid full price for it, but there we go. But then I did pick up this set as well, and this set really does look good. I'm going to get these out later and see if I can get them out. Oh, just knocked them down. But this is Infernicus. I don't think I'm going to get this head on screen. Is that not the best head sculpt a Transformer has ever had? It even rivals probably my favourite, which is Beast Wars Inferno. This is just a proper devil-looking head to me, and this just looks good. It's obviously a redeco of Transformers Prime Abominus, but that head sculpt just looks absolutely manic. I love that. But there we go. Right, so that was SKULLITRON. If I can pick him up from the back here. Yeah, he's got all right. He's just got a few issues, mainly just how it all holds together, unfortunately. But he does look kind of cool, and he does look like a Knight of Cybertron, which is always good. Yeah, mind you, that foot coming forward a bit, that will probably help. So it's just all right. I mean, it's, like I say, it's just got a few posability issues. Make sure you line up everything. As you can see, anyway, that is it. I've had enough of this figure. Right, so he's going back in the box and probably never going to come out again. So there we go. That's SKULLITRON. Right, that's it. See you next time. Bye for now.